This week, The Fiends watched
Firestarter.
the remake of the 1984 classic
Firestarter.
with hot ass, tight ass, Drew Barrymore.
Ooh, one of my favorites.
So this one is out, and it's a new horror movie.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. You can fucking stream it. You can do whatever you want.
It's also on iTunes if you decide to support, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
So we love horror, so we said, fuck it. We're doing this. There's other movies we could have done. We're doing Firestarter.
Our fans came to, they come to expect it from us to do Firestarter reboot.
Exactly. And I wanted to see. You're making a remake. Okay, let's see what you did. Did you update stuff? What the fuck did you do?
Right.
So we start off by asking each other, what did we think of this? Is that what we did?
Because we have no idea what the other person thought. We don't discuss a fucking word until we show up here. So, Mikey, I'm dying to know, and I'm going to ask you first.
Yeah.
What did you think of Firestarter?
With Zac Efron.
With Zac Efron and not Drew Barrymore.
Zac Efron. I didn't like this movie at all. There were parts that to me were so bizarre that I found entertaining. So I was like laughing at certain parts and writing them down. Like, how could they I don't want to say it's a complete mess, but I do have a lot of problems. The tone is way too serious, and it's just the plot is not told in the right way. But I give him respect for, making a horror movie, I guess. You get like a one little percentage thing. But besides that, this movie sucks. So we're going to get into it because I got a lot of fucking notes. Now I'm going to ask you, Michael.
Please do, or don't.
What did you think of Firestarter?
With Zac Efron.
With Zac Efron.
Okay, not Drew Barrymore. You might be a little shocked. You might be a little shocked by this, man.
I'm not going to be.
You're never going to be shocked by anything I do anymore. I get it. But this movie's garbage.
It's garbage.
It's not good. It's like a bad episode of a bad TV show. Like it's like a bad story. Like we know the story because it's obviously it's not new. Like even Firestarter, that's not a new story, right? It's like, oh, daughter has powers. Maybe for the time was a little bit more newer, but there's been fucking superhero shit going on forever. I didn't really love the original growing up.
I never watched the original growing up.
Seen it once.
So, okay.
Seen it once.
Means zero.
Yeah,
Go.
we both haven't seen it.
We both have not seen it.
No, I have seen it once, though. And I was like, for that one, and this one, it might be even worse. You know, because that's not really like a high-regarded movie, like a high-regarded horror film, especially a Stephen King.
It's a Stephen King adaptation.
So, it's awkward all around, man. This movie's just an awkward, boring, bad TV episode. That's what it felt like for me, with actors that you know, though.
And it broke my heart because there's a movie called The Vigil that I watched. I fucking loved it. Thought it was one of the best horror movies I had seen that whole year. It got me. And then I saw that the guy who directed that directed this. So I think this is that situation of you get a young director who directed a small little really independent movie. Like The Vigil's really fucking small, low budget, and you give him a little bit more of a bigger budgeted movie, remake of a horror classic. That's what I think this was. He was just taking the step of, this is what I do in my career. I, slowly but surely get up to the Jurassic Worlds and the
Sure.
And this was one step along the way. Maybe it's just not his cup of tea. It's not his genre to do because, I don't know. Maybe the idea's old though, right? Because of Stranger Things and stuff. So it's like experimenting on people and then people having certain powers. It's like that idea's kind of played out. So maybe when King wrote it, it was a little more fresh in the book, but we all know about this now. Experimentation on children, and then those children actually have children, and the fucking, and then that child is the one.
Oh, so, cool. You mean every fucking comic book story ever almost?
There you go. Yeah. So it's not a new concept. So it's totally unnecessary.
Yeah, no, it's been done a lot. There was that Emile Hirsch movie that came out a couple years ago, and same thing where I have powers. My daughter has powers. I got to protect her from the world. And like, I remember I watched that, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is kind of Firestarter-y. So it's just, at least give that movie credit. Don't know the name, don't give a fuck, but at least
Freak
give them,
or whatever. Dude.
Yeah, Freak or Freaks or some shit. Anyway, give that credit though for not like that's not Firestarter reboot. Like the point is the story's been told 1,000 times, but this doesn't have to be Firestarter. Like, they can change things around. Like, obviously, they're trying to get the built-in audience to come back and say, ooh, this is a Stephen King story. The point is, we've seen it so many times in shows and TV. Just call it fucking something else. Add some new shit to it.
No, that's their only angle, though.
Unfortunately, that's the only angle.
Yeah, that's the only angle.
My point is, from the jump, it's fucked.
Dude, the movie starts, and there's not a lot of dialogue in the first couple minutes. And I was like, okay, gotta do the visual. There's not a lot of dialogue in it. It's very atmospheric and slow and shadow. So I'm like, all right. But I'm like, this can't be that kind of movie because it's like Firestarter, you know? Right. So it's a dream sequence. But the end of this dream sequence, a fucking baby's head just lights on fire. And when that happened, I just laughed and said, oh my God, okay, I'm in for just a weird, bizarre movie that's going to have some weird fucking points to it. And it did. And it had bad lines, bad acting. Awesome. So I was laughing at parts while watching this. It wasn't like I was sitting there like this. Sure. Oh my God, get me through this movie. I was like, how far are they going to go here? Because it is schlock. It is horrible in so many different ways.
The writing, like third grade level, right? You like lines of, she did it before. I go, and I said it out loud. I go, she'll do it again. And then Zac Efron says it. I'm going, what is it, like a paint by numbers movie? Everything was expected. Everything I expected happened, but like everything looked the way I thought it was going to look. After you get the feel for like the first 20 minutes, I'm like, there's going to be crappy flames being thrown at you. Terrible flames. Terrible like blue or green screen background where you're seeing the flares behind the hair of the actress. You're like, this looks cheap.
Weird editing too when it came to that. Like when it came to her and when she would get mad and do fire and stuff like that.
Totally.
And I have a little section in my notes called Wild Moments. And there's just 3 things that I wrote down. And the little girl literally just like out of nowhere. This is in the first like 20 minutes. And it's just it's Zac Efron, his wife. They were experimented on, right? We don't know all the details, but a little Stranger Things experiment, right? And they birthed this child. And people are after this child because she has powers, which we're going to get into the powers here because I have a major power problem with the powers in this movie. I hope you do too.
Yeah, there's some power bottom issues.
Yeah, well, you know, that generates all the force though.
Good point. So you kind of need some of that.
Exactly. Dude, they're just talking and they're having like some sort of argument. The little girl just lights her mom on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like, what is going on? They're just talking all of a sudden, and the mom just gets lit on fire. And I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? Are we doing a like family drama that has a little bit of this, you know, thrillery girl with powers and she lashes out, but it's mostly about the family? Or are we doing this cheap B movie, schlockish, blowing things up? Like, what are we doing? It felt like both of those. Yeah. That was the first segment in Wild Moments.
Oh, it's wild, dude. And guys, if you haven't seen it, if you have, great. But it's not like, it's like, oh my God, she got me on fire. Oh no, it's like third degree melting. Oh no, she's fucked
her whole
after.
fucking shit just she has to heal and
she's
shit.
Like moving weird and shit. And Zac Efron's putting that stuff on. She's like, she fucked up her mom, dude. Yeah.
And then the other next wild moment is, okay, man, out of nowhere, little girl just walking down the street, right? Sees a cat. Oh, little girls like cats, right?
Dude.
Little girls like cats. Okay, she goes near the cat. The cat, I hate cats, but hey, people love them.
I love them.
The cat was a little frightened. Went back a little bit. Maybe kind of came out. Just a wee bit,
Scratch.
Right? Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit, okay? Don't blame the fucking cat here. She just, poof, kills the cat, burns him right on fire on spot. I started dying. Like, what? She just burns the cat out of nowhere, dude. Yeah. Out of nowhere.
It was very upsetting to me being a lifelong cat lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, our families obviously all had cats, but my family's always had cats for real. And it was very, well, no, you had them. I'm just saying. We always had cats, is my point.
Keep going.
I'm trying to, but you made the weird Jack Nicholson face.
But you don't address it. Just keep going and power through.
I'm going to power bottom.
Power through.
Whoa. So the fact that it got burned wasn't the part that got me. Like, ooh, it's just that it was still alive. That's the part I'm going, oh, dude, if it was any animal, it would have got to me, is my point. Everyone doesn't like seeing animals getting killed.
I think we're talking about it from different perspectives.
I think we are,
I'm laughing at it.
I wasn't.
I know. I'm laughing going, why is she killing a cat after it just kind of every cat claws at you.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I'm gonna burn it. Like,
Yeah.
and I can't control it. I can't. But you could. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to show that she really can't control it.
Yeah, that's true.
There's nothing that shows that.
Well, actually, the movie actually shows that she can in the beginning.
Exactly.
Because she runs into the bathroom. It's in the trailer, right? She runs in. She turns the water on, which I was like, what the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
Water, like, evaporated because it got hot? Like, I don't know. The logistics are fucking weird. Anyway, I'm no chemist, but I watched a lot of Breaking Bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you did, man. Yeah.
And so she kind of could control it, right? Like, she had some type of... She knew how to... tame it, or like to put a buffer on it when she needed to.
She knows. Yeah. Sorry, she knows if she gets angry, right?
Yeah.
Maybe she can't control it, right?
Sure.
So in that line alone, she knows. Okay, I can't get angry.
Yeah.
So she can control it.
Like a Bruce Banner type
to a
shit.
certain extent is what I'm trying to say. She's just burning cats, lighting her mom on fire.
Oh, she'll kill anyone.
It's craziness.
Someone bumps into her, she'll just light them on fire. Oh my god, I killed this guy because he bumped into me. Yeah.
And what the movie kind of turns into is spoiler alert if you didn't give a fuck. the wife gets killed within the first, I don't know, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But there was a fucking line. There's a group coming after the little girl. They find,
DSI.
But we don't know shit. Everything's kind of just like not revealed to us. It's like we have to figure stuff out. I respected that we have to figure it out, but it's like, it's not hard to figure out.
Right.
It's a group, like it's not hard to figure
They're
out.
coming after her. It's simple.
So, let me get to it. Okay, so crazy line. The guy busts in. The Indian guy, I guess,
he's
right?
Native American.
Sure.
Yeah, he's a famous Native American
Busts
actor.
in looking for the mom, looking for the daughter. The mom's there by herself. He grabs her by the neck, and it's dead serious, right? Like the music, and it's dead serious. And he looks into her face, and he fucking, dude, I lost it. Dead serious. I didn't know what he's going to say. I don't know if he's going to say, where are they? Like, I'm going to kill you. Or something dead serious. He goes, movies or ice cream? I fucking lost it.
Like,
dude.
I didn't make sure that's what he said because I just go, hold on a second. I'm just gonna write this down and we'll talk about this. I don't want to rewind it. I just want to talk about it on the podcast, dude.
I had to rewind it to make sure.
The fuck does that even mean?
Because they mentioned earlier, Zac Efron's like ice cream, like they were gonna go for ice cream. So it means that the guy grabbed her and read her mind, kind of like, they're either at the movies or they're getting ice cream.
Okay.
And it's like, I get the logic there.
Sure.
But don't do that. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't have that scene and have that moment and then have that guy say movies or ice cream. It is so dumb. But the tone of it is so serious. So, like, if you're, are you trying? What the fuck are you trying to do?
Where's the tone, dude? You're playing fucking paddleball with the tone right now.
What are you trying to do with this fucking tone, man? Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then the last wild moment I had was just that there's a line that I think it was the African American lady who was like
head of the DSI or whatever
on her side, right? Like she's gonna help her. It wasn't. Poor girl. She's been brain fucked since birth. I heard that line. I go, oh my God, who's writing this shit?
Yeah, seriously though, who wrote it?
I don't care. But it's funny because I think whoever wrote it had a different maybe idea of what the final product was going to be. Right? You don't get the director of The Vigil to direct this movie.
No.
This script.
No.
Because this script seems like a little cheesy B movie, fun tone, like a light tone.
Yes.
A light tone, right? Where you almost like a Stranger Things-esque, where you can have serious moments, but it's also light because the majority of the movie is a road trip between a daughter and a father. That's the bulk of the movie,
without a doubt.
Yep.
Yeah, no, it was very jarring to hear that because maybe I was just checked out on certain things. I didn't know what the fuck he meant by ice cream in movies. I just go, it means something, but I don't feel like going. I don't care enough to go back and see what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
He's a good actor though. That guy's been in a lot of shit.
Sure.
So that was weird, but yeah, I know what you're saying. It's almost like there was like an experimental feeling while like in the writing. Like, were they, we can try to throw in some, like, brain fucked? Like, who says that?
This girl's been brain fucked since birth, but dead seriously.
But dead serious.
So are you trying to do schlock, or are you trying to do a really serious movie?
And they tried to be serious for 98% of the movie, though. It's just that the things like the cat getting burned and, like, stuff, the mom getting burned, you're just like, whoa, like, what the fuck is going on here?
And the horrible acting.
Yeah.
Like, just the acting was so horrible. It was
Yeah.
from a lot of people. I was like, oh my God, this acting is just not a good.
Well, I can't believe you said that because Zac Efron's one of the top 5 actors working today. So it's
Well,
just
I mean, of
weird
course,
that-
how he doesn't have 6 Academy Awards, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah, this just seemed like maybe a paycheck for him. Maybe it was like
sure.
COVID-y times, because this feels like a COVID-y kind of movie. I don't know if it is.
Well, yeah. I didn't mean to.
Did you do any research?
Well, but this is why I want to get the feeling that it is, though, right?
Did you do any research?
No, did you?
Okay. No, but I brought up the point.
Yeah, okay, but I'm
You're stealing it from me.
No, I'm gonna hit it back to you though.
You're undercutting
No,
it.
I'm,
Okay,
I'm overhanding it.
Okay.
So she, the young girl in it, she was in the latest season of American Horror Story.
Okay.
That's like only a place where I know her from.
Oh, yeah,
She
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
has to
yeah.
kind of do a similar thing where she's like, like a Dracula vampire type chick. Anyway.
Yeah. She was really good in that, actually. Wow.
Oh
my God, she was really good in that. I didn't realize it was her. Wow.
Dug her, and then in this I'm going, I don't even believe one face she's making. It's like
1000%.
It's an after school play. Like, this is just like she's showing up. Dude, anytime she screamed and they did that like bright flame,
yeah,
it was just all up on her face. I'm just going, ooh, I don't believe any of this. But anyway, not good in this. Liked her in American Horror Story.
Yep.
But the acting surrounding her, it's weird because this movie, I was trying to explain it to Sister Jen just in text. I go, it's weird because you see a lot of actors that you know in this movie. It's not all. I knew 5 people in this.
Okay, see, I didn't, but okay. Fine.
And
we don't need to go.
We're not going to, so don't.
But you're a star sucker, so I just don't want you to.
But they're not stars. See what I'm trying to say there?
Well, yeah.
Zac Efron's the only star.
You're still a star sucker. So
yeah, of course I am. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, they have actors that you know and you've seen and they can act. But like even the old guy who we've seen in everything since the 80s, black guy.
Oh, yeah, of course.
He's solid, but like even the way he's delivering lines in this sucks. It's like the entire script, it didn't matter.
What does that do with COVID, though?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got sidetracked. I was thinking about shitty actors, yeah.
The whole time I'm waiting for the COVID part.
That was filmed in like 2020, and she looks younger in this. Around the same age, but a little bit younger in this compared to that. So I'm like, oh my God, these were both filmed early to mid 2020, and it's just, this is the product that we get.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know when this was filmed, right? It could, but it's small. So it feels like a COVID-y kind of movie.
You only need a few people on screen every once in a while. A lot of times it's just 2 people or 3.
100%.
Yeah. It's a COVID film.
Again, we don't know the original, so I don't know what they changed, how much they changed from the original movie. Maybe they changed 6 things, and I don't know. I really don't know. But if you don't change things, that's where the problem lies.
Right.
If they did not change stuff, then that's where I have a problem. If you're going to introduce this group like Stranger Things-esque, you need to do something a little bit different, or at least have a little bit of a twist around it. Yeah. So I don't know what changes they made from the original.
Neither did I. There's a lot of films on the break. There's a lot of like videos on YouTube showing the difference. I just really didn't care to see the difference. You know what I'm saying? And like I was watching clips of the old one just to be like, oh, like how'd they handle this scene? And like,
oh, is it like a shot for shot remake?
No, definitely not.
Definitely
not. But I'm just watching like the scene. There's like a 5-minute clip of her just going nuts. I'm like, oh, like that's better than this. Like towards the end, like that looked better. It felt better. I know it looked like shit, like for the time, but at least it was more like believable. Like guys, it's 2022. Either give me real fire or make it look as real as possible, or you're gonna give us shit, and that's what this film did.
Yeah,
the CGI looked awful.
No question.
The budget must have been so fucking low, like that it went to just Zac Efron and a couple other people. Like that's it.
And like I'll take bad CGI. I don't care about the CGI, right? If I believed the daughter and Zac, if I believed their relationship and I was like waiting and them being ripped apart at the end, then I don't give a shit. We always talk about that. We don't complain if you like the movie or if the relationships are good. I don't care. Fire's, usually bad, right? Like Fire CGI is usually bad. It depends where you're looking here. But I don't care if it's good and I'm invested in the story here. And that's why I gave it a chance. And when it just falls flat, that's when we're going to be nitpicking out all of these, horrible choices that they made. So,
well, there's only one choice that was made well for this entire film.
What's
the
that?
entire production. Music by Johnny Carpy, dude.
Yeah, but was it?
I thought it was good music. I thought it was a good score.
It was fine.
That was the best part of the movie for me.
Mikey, it was a couple little. And I was
liked
specifically, and I texted you because I watched it first. I go, you're gonna be surprised who did the score here.
Yeah, so I pop up right when the movie starts. I'm like,
me too.
What?
So I was watching and waiting to listen to music, and I'm like, okay. It wasn't.
It's John. It just feels like John Carpenter, though. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not anything. It didn't blow me away.
No, it's not spectacular.
I know.
For me, it was the best part of the movie.
But I feel like you're
to
such a JC sucker.
Of course.
So anything he does, you're going to be like, oh,
no, that's not true.
You know, yeah.
That's not true. His theme song for Big Trouble in Little China is not good, and I'm a John Carpenter and
okay,
movie fan.
one fucking thing. See, I thought the music was simple.
Yeah,
it was good.
Sure,
but it was just simple. It wasn't anything that when I saw JC doing the score, I was like, oh, this is going to have some dope music in it. And I just wasn't blown away by the music. I don't know. I just wasn't.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Sure. No, sure. I just was expecting more, but he's fucking 100 years old,
He's
you know?
so old, dude.
He's so old
it's
that
just a paycheck.
He could just hit 2 notes and just go.
Yeah, and then he loops it, and then it's fucking. He tells his son to fucking export it, and it's done.
That's it. Yeah, he's fucking old, man.
I got $1 million to do the fucking. He was supposed to direct the original. That was in the trivia.
Okay, yeah.
He was supposed to direct the original, but because the thing flopped.
They said, no.
No.
You ain't directing nothing, JC.
And they gave him Christine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and Christine's a good movie.
I love Christine.
So we're gonna get into a problem that we mentioned a little bit of a while ago.
Oh yes.
Powers.
But not bottoms.
Not power bottoms. Power tops.
Okay, we're talking about power tops now.
Power tops.
Okay. Yes.
So this movie's all about powers.
It's all about powers.
A lot of people have powers in this movie. Yeah. Really, you don't know. You're like, oh, does this person have power? Like, you're like, a lot of people are introduced into the movie out of nowhere, like nothing. You're just like the guy from That 70s Show, just in a room, just talking. You're like, okay, I guess this guy's in this movie now. You know, like, and there's like 3 or 4 people with powers in this movie, and there are and when I mean no rules to these powers, I mean none.
Yeah.
No rules.
No, I'm with you because
they're force powers.
It's very confusing, especially with the daughter. Because
with everyone, Zac Efron, everyone.
Zac Efron's was actually kind of straightforward.
There's no rules.
There's no rules, but at least you know what his power is, though. He has one power.
Yeah, but there's a million plot holes then.
Yeah.
So if Zac Efron has force powers and can control what's in, what you're thinking and stuff.
You what to do and shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Then why is he worried about the cops when they're at the guy's house? Why doesn't he just go, everyone, stop. Okay, you're all gonna put your guns down. Da 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 da. No, they were hiding for fucking 20 minutes. That wasn't until drastic.
No. Oh, no, I'm talking about... I thought you were talking about the cops that showed up with guns when he's like...
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah, well, he tried. They had the fucking protectors in, dude.
That was... No, I'm talking about the regular cops, Michael.
Oh, you mean just regular old cops?
I'm talking about the part where they're at the neighbor's house.
Yes, I know what you're talking about now.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, got it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Everyone has... It's not like, okay, Zac Efron can do this, the little girl can do this, the Indian guy can do what?
I have no clue.
That's my point. There's no limitations and rules on what people can do and cannot do.
Yeah.
Because if Zac Efron can control people's minds, then half of the movie is a giant plot hole.
Yeah, because they never have to go on the run. They could literally
that's my problem with it, is that don't define the rules. Say, he can only use it here,
Yeah.
If he uses it once, then he's fucked for the next week. Something to where we're like, well, dude, what the I was pointing out so many things, just like, wait, why? If he can control their mind, your force powers, like, what the fuck are we doing here, man?
It was like telekinetics, but you didn't know to what extent. And then the mom, I don't even know what the mom and the Native American guy.
Oh, fuck, it just shut off.
Just went off.
God damn it.
Yeah, so honestly, I'd say like between the mom and the Native American guy, that's where I felt, obviously the daughter too.
I didn't know the mom had powers though.
Yeah, she did.
She did have powers, right?
Yeah, she had powers.
Yeah, exactly. What were her powers?
No clue.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, it's a huge problem.
When I first said the power thing, I feel like you kind of gave me a little resistance there, dude.
No, I wanted to know exactly what you were talking about, but now I know what you're talking about.
Rules.
There's no rules. I'm with you on that. There's no rules on that. The only thing that's established is that the daughter can make fire.
Yes.
That's an established rule.
Yes.
The next one I would say is that what?
Okay. No, but I'm saying, but they literally eat that point, because then later on in the movie, at the end, when she's trying to burn all the dudes, they have fireproof suits on, right? So you can't get inside
with the fire. Yeah.
And then she's burning the Indian guy's body from the inside out, and then she stops.
Yeah.
I'm saying there are no rules.
Yeah, if you could burn from the inside, you could burn those guys in the suit from the inside. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, there's no. That was a big thing for me. Establish the rules, man. It's not fucking hard.
Especially when you're having powers, right? Like, that was a big. That's what
I'm saying.
It's power, so like it should be very clear. Oh, this guy does that. This woman does that. Oh, and that guy. He has the best of all of them, and like that's established. Or maybe he's the most powerful. Something like, yeah, you got to establish.
What happens to Zac Efron when he uses his power too much?
Yeah, I don't know, like a hemorrhage or something.
He bleeds.
Yeah, he bleeds.
And then what?
I don't know.
Does it have a lot? Like what?
It seems like you do it right away after.
Oh, and then Zac Efron can make things disappear.
Yeah, what was that? Okay, now that was very confusing.
Dude, can you please
I don't know.
rescind your resistance to my PowerPoint?
PowerPoint.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, whoa.
I'm like, oh, what's he doing? What's he doing?
Yeah,
What's he doing?
then, like, the
and then
daughter-
it just disappears.
She can't see the DSI building or something. Or I was like,
No,
what?
she's running through the woods, and then
Yeah.
the guy makes everything disappears in front of the Indian guy. And he's like, good one.
Yes.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. So weird.
Zac Efron's making things disappear now, so he literally, what can he do? He can control minds and also make things disappear.
But it seems like, again, you're right. Early in the movie, when he escapes with his daughter, like it's very clear that he has to like look these people in the eye and like tell them something, not just think it. Yeah, the rules are all fucked up. Dude.
Exactly.
Yeah, the
he
rules
tells the guy, "You're going to do this. You're going to."
I hate when they do this too. Okay. He has the guy shoot himself.
Yeah.
Or no, he goes, when your partner gets in here, shoot him. And then when after that, you're going to forget how to breathe.
Yeah.
I hate stuff like that because just go, hey.
Mikey.
What?
I laughed.
No, it's ridiculous.
Because I'm like, why?
How about shoot yourself in the head?
But that's what I mean. Whoever wrote this, were they trying to write a schlock, fun B-movie remake of Firestarter? Because that could have worked. That could have worked. I'm just saying that definitely could have worked. No question could have worked.
Look, the rules were all over the place, so there were no rules.
Yeah, and then there's protection against the power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just put context in.
And he's like, no way, we got them. He's like, we're protected. And
So
like,
if you just close your eyes, you're good then.
Well, that's why the Native American guy he hid himself behind that blind the first time, or behind that like light that's over the table. Like he was hiding himself behind that. It was the whole thing. Yeah, I guess if you close your eyes, you're protected.
You're good.
Sunglasses, maybe?
Yes, sunglasses is good to go, man.
You'd be good. I'd be fucked.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, and that was just a big problem with me. And if it was, again, fun, and like, they did it more of a tongue-in-cheek tone, then it could have worked. It really could have worked.
Absolutely. And they leave it in the movie. I go, don't even fucking tell me.
Okay.
They end it. Right?
Okay.
Like they could do another Firestarter.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And you're just going, first of all, there's a
Nope, sorry.
There's a reason why this is on Peacock, people. There's a reason why this was in theaters and Peacock same day.
Was it same day? I think it was released in theaters first.
No, I think it said in the trailer the date, and it said both.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of like Halloween.
Okay. Well, that's funny because the guy who wrote, and this makes total sense. Now I like that my theory was some tongue-in-cheek schlockness.
Okay. Say schlock one more time, but go ahead.
Well, because that's what this should have been. The dialogue was schlocky. Dude, he wrote Halloween Kills.
Of course.
He wrote Halloween Kills.
Dude. And totally makes sense.
Totally makes sense.
No, it's the same.
The lines.
Yeah.
It's
almost like they're the same universe. Like the same script universe.
Script universe.
Writing.
Yeah, exactly. His name is Scott Teems.
Dude.
Scott Teems,
so
baby.
That's what happened, right?
And obviously it had other writers, but he wrote it. He wrote Halloween Kills with obviously Danny McBride and the other guy, but
wrote Halloween Kills, right? And then Peacock came in, they go, oh yeah. Or they might have been, well, who knows, because Halloween Kills I think was filmed like 2019 anyway.
Forget about that. Just
the point is, I'm not going to move past it.
No, move past what you were trying to figure out.
I'm not going to, but I am. So he is with Peacock, and then now, hey, we just got the rights for Firestarter. You could definitely. Oh my god, I'll write that in 2 days.
Yeah.
And it felt like he did. But it's the same type of. That's what I don't like about Halloween Kills.
See, and that's what I liked about Halloween Kills.
What I don't like about it is this.
But see, that's why it worked in Halloween Kills for me, because the script was tongue-in-cheek and schlocky. And I'm going to keep saying the goddamn word.
It's at least 12 now.
But good, because that's what Halloween Kills is. And it was a bad movie, but I laughed so many times out loud because I'm like, how can this is not serious.
They're both ridiculous.
I wanted this to be, but the tone of that movie, same writer. So it's like, you get it. But for me, I laughed in both. To tell you the truth, I just laughed in both. But The other one's a huge horror franchise with an iconic character who's probably third on the list of best horror villains.
Top one.
Yeah, so the guy definitely, but I just think it was a bad team up. It was a bad team up of the guy who did The Vigil to direct this movie.
It's just not a movie for him. Like, obviously, it's like, hey, we like what you did here. We're going to offer you this. And how can you say no, almost, like, in that situation?
That's what I was saying in the beginning. It's like he gets a big remake of an 80s horror movie. Okay, he's going to do it.
If anything, I hope more people see The Vigil because of this movie. And they go,
please.
But you're gonna see both and go, wait a second.
Yeah.
These are literally two different movies. The style's different. Everything's different.
Something got fucked along the way.
Something got royally fucked
along the way with this film.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was because you have a big actor, Zac Efron. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
No, he's big. Yeah. He's big.
That's a fucking.
But it was almost like a eye roll. Like, yeah, why is he big? You know what I'm saying?
Why is he big?
Yeah.
What do you mean? How tall he is? You're saying?
No.
Oh, okay. Why is he? Oh, that way.
Yeah, like, why is he big?
Why is he that big? Yeah.
But no, it's more of like an eye roll. Like, yeah, he is the big actor. It's annoying that it's Zac Efron.
Okay, see, I have nothing against Zac Efron.
I'm okay with him.
But when I saw he was in this movie when the trailer came out months ago, I was like, oh my God, they got Zac Efron to do a Firestarter low-budget remake of it. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. So that's why I thought it was going to be good.
Must have a good script.
Exactly. I was like, oh my God, like, Zac Efron's doing this? They're either offering a boatload of money, which I don't think they are because the budget can't be that big, or he's looking for work during COVID, or it's a good movie. And we don't know which one it was.
I think he needed work during COVID. I don't know, man. That's what it feels like, yeah.
Yeah, so the whole movie's building up, right, to they had the conversation at the neighbor's house, right?
Yeah,
which was a pretty entertaining scene, I guess, right? Like, there were spots in this movie that I did find entertaining. And the one with the cops was fine.
Yeah.
But it's building up to the final confrontation.
Yeah. The final confrontation.
Yes. Explain what's going on.
At the DSI Center.
Yeah, I love how you know the name. That's fantastic.
I keep seeing.
You saw it
by
somewhere?
the way,
Yeah.
I could be totally. I know it's something SI. I don't know if it's DSI. It could be SDI. I have no clue.
It could be
Three
SI.
letters.
Okay.
But you get this. Okay, she's harnessing her powers, right? Or at least she's getting a little bit better at it because now she's like controlling fire in the woods. It's not spreading.
They're separated though. You got to say. They have Zac Efron.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
So the dad is in there, and it's like, she's going to come here because they're connected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's the Native American guy.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's, well, how am I going to get my dad out? And you have the black lady who
African American
delivered some of the worst lines in the entire movie,
No
right?
question.
She was just god awful.
Awful.
She's like, well, I have the dad. We're gonna get her here. We're gonna basically harness her.
They're drawing her in by using Zac Efron as bait.
Yeah.
We don't know who this Indian guy is.
Native American.
We think he's after him. We think he's after her
Well,
the
kinda
whole
was.
time.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But we think he's a bad guy.
For sure.
We're like, oh, he's part of them. He's
like
with
a hired
them.
gun. Yeah.
We're not thinking he's he's a lone wolf.
They lock him up.
Pun intended.
Lone
you know
wolf,
what I mean?
okay,
Come
easy.
on.
Jesus Christ.
So then at the end they lock him up too.
Yeah.
So he's locked up. She's like, oh shit, and he talks about something in mother. She's my mother and my sister, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, that
but
was
I have
very odd.
But I have a vague idea of what's going on.
Yeah.
She's important to him for some reason,
Yeah.
right? We don't know. And then you get the set piece of her basically giving no facial expression besides the same one we got for the rest of the movie, and throwing fireballs everywhere.
Oh, she's frying people left and right.
Yeah,
Mikey.
it's a little L Stranger Things-esque, right?
Totally.
Where like a little girl going nuts and just fireballs and shit, and there wasn't anything where I was like, oh, that's cool. At least you get there really wasn't anything.
No, it was expected. Like I said in the beginning,
Yes.
everything I expected, I saw, and it was just
I expect
and I saw, and it was
Yes.
just. I go, this is it. I go, wouldn't it have been way cooler if the African American lady,
Yeah.
if all of a sudden she was just like, and she had powers.
No, it's too superhero-y.
Well,
Fuck you in the superhero-ness.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that's more entertaining than just, well, I have your dad in this room you can't get to.
See, I thought it would have been good. So how does Zac Efron burn again? I can't remember.
How does he burn?
Yeah.
Because he mind controls his daughter and says
do it.
to burn this.
Both of them.
First of all, he also says burn this whole place down.
Yeah, burn
she
the place
doesn't.
down. Yeah.
She just,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, it doesn't get blown up.
Well, Oh, okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
To
well, if you're
burn-
gonna burn him,
Yeah,
if you're gonna burn me, you're gonna burn him. And that's when he's
Exactly.
like, you're gonna have to kill us all.
Exactly.
So she does, and then everyone goes up in
All
flames.
I'm saying is maybe subvert expectations.
Mm.
Maybe don't have it where we know she's going to go and she's going to have her little lash out. Do something different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
the original ended like. You said you saw it, which I still don't believe you.
Yeah, Mike, I saw it in 1996.
I still don't believe you.
Yeah, okay, I saw it.
But do you remember how it ends?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was watching the clips, and I was like,
Okay.
I saw her. I saw like her big fights
Okay, so is she breaking out of a facility like that almost?
in that clip. No.
Well, I'm saying in the movie, you saw.
No,
Okay, so you don't know.
She's not breaking out of a
So
facility.
that could
no.
be, well, like she did in this. Not, it's different.
No, to my knowledge, no.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So maybe they changed that.
Could
we
be.
don't know.
Yeah, there's
We
a
don't know.
12-minute video on YouTube.
We don't know.
Yeah,
Okay,
showing the
okay.
differences.
But it's even they're wrong in both spots because even if you change that, then that's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Stranger Things came out and did that thing, and all the other copycat shows and movies and shit since. You can't do that anymore. You can't have a little girl with powers in some sort of facility just blowing people's heads. I've seen it so many goddamn
That's
times.
all it is, though,
That's
Mikey. It's
all it
we
is.
gotta bring her home, you know. And
exactly.
It's like, I'm here now, and then it's like, okay, well, there's a problem, so I'm just gonna kill and use my powers.
And then even if that did happen in the original, then you're just redoing what happened in the original. So you're wrong both ways.
right, fucked from the jump.
You're fucked from the jump. So change something
Yeah.
about it to where it's not like you said, you expected and saw. You expected and saw. Camera shut off one more time. You expect and you saw. 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 It's fucking, there was nothing new. Nothing, unique.
Unique New York.
Everything was predictable.
Okay,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
it's like
we're finishing each other's sentences. Okay, close.
Yeah.
So we're at the ending.
Sure.
And, Zac Efron gets burned up with the lady.
Yeah.
The little girl has to make her way out, and she's surrounded by the silver guards, as I like to call them.
Yeah, silver guys and silver suits.
Protective suits.
Yeah, we get fire retardant.
What's going to happen? Oh, my God. Boom. Native American guy, because she let him out, right?
I think
She let some people out.
some people
you
are
said,
out.
right?
They get let
Yeah.
out or something. Yeah, some
Shoots
shit.
them all,
Yeah.
saves her, and drops down to his knees.
Yeah.
Now we're a little off here on what we think this was about,
How the
right?
fuck do you know what I think?
Well, because we said he says the mother sister thing before, right?
Okay.
Okay. So I took it as he was almost bending to her will because he looks at her as some form of deity or godlike with these powers. That's the way that I looked at it as.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay, because I
How
took
did
it
you look
as
at it as?
I took it as you gotta kill me. I killed your mom, and everyone's dead because I came and hunted you.
But why would he have that change of
I don't know why he would have the change to think that she's a deity, though. You know, what I'm
that
trying
was
to
his
say?
whole motivation. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
The whole time. He's going after her because he's not trying to kill her or anything.
Yeah.
He's trying to get her and worship the shit out of her.
Oh, dude, I didn't know
What?
this was this kind of movie. You know what I'm saying? No, okay. I mean, sure, but like, why the change of heart? Like, was it just because he saw her?
Why the change of heart?
No, but I'm saying
I'm asking you
No,
that.
I'm asking you because it's only
is
right because he
Mikey,
killed her
there
mom.
is no change of heart. See what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah.
Because he knows the mom's not important. Zac Efron's not important. She is the one. She is this fucking
But why
deity.
would he do that to the girl that's a deity? You see what I'm trying to say? Why
What
would
do
it
you
be
mean?
like, why would I kill the deity's mom?
Because it's the only way to set her free.
All right.
You're talking about where's the change of heart. Your theory needs to change of
No,
heart.
the change of heart for your theory.
He doesn't need a change of heart for my theory.
And I think in mine, he's just going, oh my God, I fucked this little girl up. They took me in too. I'm a prisoner now too. I fucking killed her mom. Yeah, you know what? It's only right if I die.
What?
Yeah, dude, that's how I took it.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody takes things differently. See, I took
yeah.
it as a beautiful relationship because then they're walking away together. So, like, they're like,
We got to talk about that, though.
Okay, sure, let's talk about it.
Okay, really quick.
Okay.
When she's leaving, okay, she just starts like lighting anything on fire as she's leaving. She lit that canoe on fire. And I'm going,
Yeah.
wait a second.
It's dark. She needs to see, maybe. That's what I thought.
That's a good theory.
It's
okay.
fucking pitch black. She lights like it's like a little.
Okay.
She lights a bunch of
I was
little.
like, why is she lighting like a canoe on fire?
so she can see.
But I'm like, oh wait, is that the only way out of here? How'd they get to this island anyway? Oh, it's through the woods. Then I'm like, I guess she doesn't need the canoe. I guess you can just light anything you want. It
Yeah.
was just weird that it was like, yep, like that.
Yeah.
All right, fine. But then
That's the
he
way I
comes
took it.
out and
Yeah.
he carries her out
Yeah, exactly.
for part 2, Mikey.
See, I don't think for part 2.
First of all, there's never going to be a part 2 to this.
I think it was just to conclude the story. I don't know what the story was because this movie was fucking weird as fuck.
Yeah.
But I just think this guy had some sort of connection. Unless we're totally missing something, right? Unless people are watching and listening and being like, guys, how did you not know that the Native American guy is da-da-da and the reason why he wants her is da-da-da and da-da-da. I have no idea unless we're missing something totally big.
I got to be honest.
Which we're not going to figure out now.
I don't think we are, though.
I know, but I'm just saying I wasn't looking for an answer.
No, I'm just saying I don't have one. I'm just saying I don't think we did.
I know.
I think it's just bad writing.
I know, but I'm trying to give ourselves even, Mikey, you don't want to think you're right all the time, so you don't want to be like, so maybe, unless we're missing something, guys, okay? Then I just think they're walking away as like, all right, they're going to be a pair of power people. They're a power couple.
They're a power couple, dude.
And
who produces all the power in this one? I'm going to guess her, but that's weird.
That is weird. He looks like a power bottom, though. Yeah, looks like a big power bottom.
That's a weird thing to say.
No, it's very weird.
We should get off this topic. I'm sorry.
I didn't think of sequels or anything like that.
No, they can't, though.
Yeah, but you thought of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, because how they ended it. And stop pointing at me like this.
That's not a sequel ending.
Well, of course it is.
Why?
Because we're walking away. I didn't kill the guy who killed my mom, even though I should have, because he sacrificed. He went on his knees and said, "Oh, kill me because I killed your mom."
He did not say that.
Well,
dude.
in his head, he did. Anyway, so now they're walking off, and it's like, well, what is? I don't know her name.
Me neither.
I don't know anyone's name, dude.
Nope.
I just know the girl dad. I don't know Zac Efron. What are they gonna do now? Who's after them? Are they gonna use their power somewhere?
Just the whole facility's fucking.
There might be some more. The investors for that place. You think that's just they're just gone?
Well, they're fucking in Europe and shit.
Yeah, they're going. We need to get to the girl. Yeah. Whatever.
I don't know. I don't think it was
Whatever.
sequel bait.
No,
I think it was a conclusion to the story, a weird fucking conclusion to the goddamn story.
Yes, I'll agree with you on that.
Super fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why they concluded it that way, but they did. Just a beautiful, tall Native American guy and a nice, cute little Firestarter girl just walking along the beach,
Yeah, he's carrying her, and at any moment, just like the cat, he's gonna go, "You kill my mom," and she's just gonna blow him up. It's gonna happen.
No.
It's not gonna happen. But no, dude, weird ending, weird movie, just all around like weird.
Weird.
With the dialogue, with the script, with the actual CGI, with the actual faces that the girls made.
Why it was made, just weird stuff.
What's the purpose?
Weird.
Like, who was this for?
And it's funny because it came out in '84, the original.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the biggest thing, but I always knew Drew Barrymore. She's a big star, and you're a star sucker. I'm a star licker, I guess maybe.
Yeah, but you would suck her though.
It was always the thing in my mind, Firestarter. I don't think I've really watched that, but I always remember hearing about it. Firestarter, the picture, the fucking hair. I always remember the cover. Oh, remake. Okay, I'm interested in a remake of an 80s horror movie that didn't maybe blow up, has a little bit of a following. Now they're going to remake it into something for us, for modern times. I'm in for that. That's why I was like, okay, cool, yeah, let's watch. And it was just not anything that I want to see. So the idea, I kind of like that they're going to remake a little bit of a lower level.
Yeah, something that you had room to improve on.
Exactly.
Yeah,
something that could use a remake.
Totally.
Yep.
And they should have got, I just thought of it, they should have got to direct this.
Oh, to direct it? Who?
Guy who directed The Guest.
Simon Barrett wrote it. You're talking about Adam Wingard? Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because you could have had
it's a little similar, but yeah. It's a similar thing.
Oh my God, it's this, dude, they're the same movie.
I know. Of course. This idea has been so overblown of experiments on someone, and then they're hiding out or whatever, and people are after them, and there's facilities. Enough with the fucking facilities.
We get it, guys. Stranger Things put a stranglehold on that, and it's done.
Stop with the facilities.
Yeah, no more, dude.
Jesus,
We've seen it a billion times. Anyway.
All right, well.
Scores?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up with the scores, man.
Yeah, let's wrap it up with scores. I think I gotta go first, right?
No, dude, can I get a fucking chance to ask you, man? What would you give Firestarter 2022 one? Whatever?
I think it's listed as 2. I'm gonna give this movie a 4.4.
Oh, I'm gonna give it a 4 on the dot.
Oh, look at that.
4 on the dot.
And
there you go.
the budget, I'm just gonna guess. I don't know, 5 mil.
Yeah, 5 to 10. I would say 5 to 10, maybe. Who cares?
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
And that's it. We did it because we like horror and we gave it a chance, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, we gave it a shot, and that's all we can do this day.
Yeah,
these
we're
days,
fucking
you know?
Jurassic World Dominion.
Oh,
Like, we're
get
not
outta
fucking
here
doing
with
that
that
shit.
fucking shit.
Fucking Top Gun Maverick,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
Like,
playing with the boys.
I'm sure it's a good movie, but it's just not.
It's not me,
You don't
dude.
want to hear us talk about that bullshit, you know? Come on, man.
If you want to hear us talk about hot guy bodies, check out other podcasts, Two Dopest Hope Fiends.
Yeah, oh, definitely. You can hear us talk about hot guy bodies on that.
Yeah, because there's no camera on us. So
No, because we get a little more intimate. We're going to wrap it up now.
Yeah,
but we do want to thank you for burning by the watch one more time.
As always.
We're going to be back next time with a movie that is not a remake of a 1980s horror movie with Drew Barrymore.
100%. I can't believe you're not hot right now.